Hey everyone, it's Froggy, and I'm back again with another episode of C14 Dating. So we are going to be starting Deandre's friendship route. Last time we got to this section, we chose "It is true, the way to a person's heart is through their stomach," but this time we're going to be choosing "Next weekend sounds great." Next weekend sounds great. It'll have to be a Friday night since I leave Saturday morning. The field school will be over, and it'll give you more time to prepare.
That works. It does seem like a good way to end your trip. Any requests?
Since it's my last day, can it be a feast?
What? A feast?
Please, it'll be my last day, and I'm not eating camp food as my last supper. Should I ask for turducken? Or maybe lobster bisque?
I think that's outside my skill set.
And for dessert, maybe macaroons or a souffle.
Now you're just taking advantage of my offer.
It's so nice having friends who can cook.
Is this what our whole friendship is based on?
Not at all, just most of it. I burst out laughing and we both exchanged a grin.
I don't think I can make anything fancy, but I'll see what I can do.
I look forward to it. Thanks, Deandre.
It's just heartbreaking seeing them going as friends instead of lovers. Am I the only one who feels that way? Alright, skipping up.
Alright, let's go ahead and start this up. I blinked out before my journal and blew out a defeated raspberry. I was doing my usual entry, and it scooted my chair away from the lab group to focus. How else am I supposed to describe this rib bone besides that it's brown, dirty, and ribby? I adjusted the bone resting on the table. I was in the process of a little sketch of it as well.
Writing in your diary again?
Journal, and yes. I heard a chair pull up next to me, and Deandre casually leaned over to peer at my work.
And you do this every day?
Any day I get something worth writing about. Right now I'm summarizing what I've cleaned today.
Any mention of me?
It's not a diary, but I probably mentioned you a few times in passing. Maybe. I stick out my tongue playfully, and his eyes skimmed my pages.
A grammatical error, Mel.
He pressed a thumb against my page right under its side.
You can remove the apostrophe since it's a possessive determiner, not a contraction.
And that's... He picked up the rib bone to demonstrate.
When you use its, always think of it as it is, like it is a bone. While an example of a possessive form of it is, the bone, buried its dog.
That's a terrible example.
Okay, improvising isn't my strong suit, and I'm too stuck on the dog buried its bone example. I'm learning English well, just teaching it is a different matter.
I giggled and delicately erased the apostrophe. At least Sherry didn't grade me for grammar and spelling. Well, I thought you did a good job, even without any classes and lessons prepared in advance. Thanks for the tip. Should I be embarrassed?
English is my major. Archaeology's yours. I skimmed the rest of your page, and I don't know what Moostrian or debutage mean.
Ah, you know how Rosemary works on stone tools? See? After I explained the terms, Deandre scratched his head but nodded.
Once you get your degree, you'll be traveling a lot more, huh?
I guess so now that I think about it. I'll probably start with local archaeological sites and work my way up. Either way, I want to dig at a site like this one. I hope I'll get to travel lots.
Sounds like you caught the traveling bug.
Yeah, I'm happy that I got to dig here, but I wish I had more chances to explore Belgium, even Europe.
I don't know about Europe, but if you're ever interested in visiting New Zealand, I wouldn't mind a traveling partner.
Oh?
Think about it. It'll be fun. You'll build up experience for your future travels, and I'll have company. I'll even help you with your French and English.
Pouting, I elbowed his chest, and he feigned getting the wind knocked out of him. It does sound fun. I'll definitely consider it. He grinned like an excited kid.
Great. I'll leave you to your diary then.
New Zealand, huh? I wonder what archaeological sites there are. It'd give another good reason to go to.
Alright, skipping up again. Alright, so she's in the middle of saying her goodbyes. We're talking to Sherry and Deandre, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start. I can drive you to the airport if you'd like. That way someone can confirm that you got there in one piece.
Would you? That would put my mind at ease. Melissa, it's not because I doubt you. No, I understand. I'd hate to miss my flight due to train trouble. This will be much more convenient.
Great. I'll be back later this evening. Thanks for all the help, Sherry, even if it took me a while to grasp everything.
I'm honored that I was able to help provide some insight. Even Melissa fell asleep through my lectures at first. My cheeks flushed. I couldn't believe she still remembered that. Yeah, not the best impression. Anyway, take care, Sherry. I'll keep in touch. Once everyone had left, I retreated inside. Deandre would return in a bit, and I still needed to email my parents about my itinerary. Looks like he's almost done setting it up. Oh, he's waving me over now. Something smells good. What is it? Now I understood why Deandre said this was more of an outdoor meal earlier. There was a type of portable grill on the table with various vegetables and meat sizzling on top. The bottom layer had bubbling cheese in individual pans.
It's the raclette grill I mentioned. I thought it'd be a great way to celebrate your last night here. My family does it often, since it's an easy but healthy meal. Well, as healthy as you'd like it. I'm treating myself to cheese steak before I start training full-time.
He turned over the pieces of steak with a fork, while I added slices of mushrooms, peppers, and asparagus. Deandre pointed out that I could melt butter in one of the empty dishes below, and I awed at its convenience.
What about you? What's the first thing you'll do when you're home?
Besides sleep, buy some games that were released recently. I also have to confirm my fall classes.
Will you know your grade for the dig by then?
My grade will be posted before the semester starts.
How do you think you did?
I think I did well. Or maybe I'm patting myself on the back too soon, but I have a good feeling about this. I was worried at first. What if I flew all the way here only to find out that I didn't like archaeology? I'm glad that it wasn't the case. Now I've gotten a good idea of what to expect in the field. It was worth it.
I'm happy for you, Mel. I'm just relieved I passed this time. In the end, you did something outside of your comfort zone.
I did wonder if I made the right choice, but then you made me feel so welcome. Thanks.
I know what it's like to be in a new country. It can be overwhelming, especially when there's a language barrier.
Is that why you reached out?
That, and if I ever went to America, I'd have someone's couch to crash on.
Well, because I'm such a nice person, I'll grant you my couch if you visit. You have to cook, though.
That couch better be a fold-out. Speaking of my cooking...
Deandre had transferred the steak bites to his plate, then poured the melted sharp cheese all over it. He jabbed one with a fork before holding it up.
Deandre friendship chibi. Yay! Are you sure you don't want to try one?
I don't know. I haven't had red meat in a long time.
A shame. I bought cheese that specifically complimented this steak.
Okay, just this once. He chuckled and extended the fork to me. I chomped down on the morsel. It vaguely reminded me of a portobello mushroom, but it had a more chewy texture to it. It was surprisingly juicy underneath the sharp cheese.
Well?
It tastes like salt, grease, and guilt. He burst out laughing, flashing his trademark goofy grin as he gathered the rest of the sizzling steak pieces.
Then it means it's delicious. Do you ever plan to make another European trip?
I'd like to, but money would be tight. Maybe I can crash on your couch instead.
And how's your cooking?
I can make a mean scrambled eggs.
Deal. Would you travel on your own?
I guess. I'd love to have someone to accompany me, but then there's the expenses and whether we'll be compatible. It's a little different than attending the same dance camp.
If you don't mind a little change of plans, I'm going to New Zealand next year now that I don't have classes. Pop by and formally say thank you to my coaches and mentors. We get along well, and I already know my way around Wellington and other parts of North Island. It's the South Island I'm unfamiliar with. I haven't been past Blenheim. Blenheim? Am I saying that right? I don't know. Tell me in the comments below. I was going to go alone, but if you're interested, we can plan something out together.
Really? That would be fun. Let's do it. Our lively conversation continued well into the night, until we were half-heartedly poking at the few remaining pieces on the grill. I helped Deandre clean up, and then we bid each other a good night from our own tents. My mind already swarmed about future plans. Strange. Usually I find it hard to think beyond next week, and now I envisioned next year. 4 months later. And return on April 20th. It's the Auckland airport. I'm sorry, but it was cheaper than Wellington's.
No, that's sweet as. We can start at the very bottom of South Island and then go north. I'll be staying a few days longer than you anyway.
I let out a sigh of relief and clicked out of my emails containing my flight itinerary. I maximized the window that displayed Deandre's live feed. Great. Work already knows my week's off. How was the April weather anyway?
It's mild and pleasant. It would have been cheaper to go during July or August, but that's their winter and I thought you'd like some nice warm weather instead. It's not tourist season, so the rates are pretty nice and we'll be spending a few of the nights at some friends. Don't burn yourself out before you leave. You're also helping Sherry in a few of her first-year courses, right?
Mostly with setting up skeletons and helping students identifying bones. I'm glad that I have been doing well grade-wise, but I wonder if I'll buckle under the pressure. I'll even be mentoring the next field school. I never had such high hopes placed on me before. It's a little scary.
You'll do fine. We're only human.
Says the guy who is now a permanent player in Perona RC. Congratulations, Deandre. Has your face appeared on cereal boxes yet?
Cereal boxes? Sounds like another American thing. I've had some awkward photo shoots done for this Get Active campaign. That's one side of being a professional athlete I don't think I'll get used to. I'm better off scribbling cute autographs on kids' t-shirts.
Do it for the children. I wish I could attend one of your games.
Kyler did recently, although he claimed he happened to be in the area. What an excuse, since he's digging in Germany.
Just graduated and he's already doing what he loves. He paused and I heard muffled French voices through the microphone. Deandre shouted something back and then grinned.
Sorry, my folks are visiting today and it's my turn to help out with dinner. Figures. I'm still not a guest here no matter how long I've moved out. Take care, Melissa.
You too. We waved at each other in a silly manner before we cut the camera. I never expected that a simple field school would change me this much. After being in Belgium, I couldn't wait to travel again. April couldn't arrive fast enough.
Even in their friendship ending, I just feel like they should be together, you know? Like they're gonna be spending all that time together, going traveling and everything. It's just, I don't know. I feel like no matter what, something's going to happen with them eventually. Anyways, so that's the end of Deandre's route. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I sure did. I think that it was really, really great. So far, he definitely seems like the OTP. Like I said yesterday, it's just, he seems like her perfect match. So tomorrow we're going to be starting with Hendrik's route, and that's super exciting because he so far is the cutest thing ever. I don't know though. Will he be able to beat Kyler? It's a tough choice, man. It's going to be tough. Kyler's pretty high up there, but I don't know. I loved Hendrik when I first saw him, so we'll have to see. Just a little thing though. I hate doing this. I never wanted to be one of these people, but I have to do the begging for likes thing because apparently YouTube won't, you know, be as nice to you if you're only getting a lot of views but you're not getting enough likes. It's very irritating. Everybody's starting to beg for likes now. Have you noticed that? With all of the YouTubers that you guys watch, even the more popular ones, like Graveyard Girl and the Game Grumps and everybody have just been like begging for likes now, and it's because YouTube changed the way they do things. So I'm hoping that maybe you guys will push that like button a little more often for me, if you like what you're seeing anyways. If you don't, no pressure. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you want to see more videos from me, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.